When I first came to the markets a few years ago, I thought that support and resistance is the holy grail and I'm just gonna be winning from now on. Then I realized that it cannot be further from the truth. And I'm not saying that support and resistance doesn't work. It does work, but just by itself, if you don't know what is bullish and bearish market, and if you don't know what is shift of structure, what is engulfing candlestick, all this stuff, support and resistance, it's not gonna work. So, by the way, also if you wanna follow my trades, my mindset, etc., this is a free group on Telegram. I'm sharing all my trades, my mindset, everything else. You can see we have a whopping 55 members here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how support and resistance works, what it actually is, because most people don't even know what is support and resistance. So let's get straight into it. So you can see that I'm not lying here. This is my Alpha Capital account. This is my payouts for the past few months. And I also had a just recent withdrawal from Top Step. I do trade futures as well, not just Forex, even though Forex I trade dominantly swing trading. Top Step I day trade. Yeah, I can only hold it for the whole day because obviously the problems with futures doesn't let you to hold overnight, at least not just the funded accounts. So I just withdraw $600, $630 after profit split. This is the amount. And the reason why I withdraw it because I just got funded recently in about like 5 days with futures on 50K account. And I was like, you know what, let me just play with it and let me just get money out. So I paid like $200 altogether, which is the fee to get the account and then also the activation fee, which is stupid with Top Step, but whatever. And so I spent like $20 and then after a few days I made like $700. So I was like, actually I made like 2.7K, but I had to leave 2K in the account. So my max drawdown, there is some drawdown, because if you don't know with futures prop firms, if you make profits, the first profit the first withdrawal you wanna take, you need to leave some profits inside the account, because otherwise it will be reset back to zero, and obviously you cannot trade because you will just lose the account. So with futures it works a little bit different. With Forex is different as well. It's much more easier, simpler rules. Anyway, so let's get straight into what is actually support and resistance. Let's go on a daily chart because I believe that's the easiest way to show you guys how that works. Now I'm gonna show you that on the cleanest, I would say, support resistance, which I believe is GBP NZD, which is currently, by the way, I'm still in Euro GBP on my private personal account, but GBP NZD seems to be more clear. And this is what I'm gonna be entering next week. Today is Sunday. So the markets open tomorrow and I will see how that goes. So what is support? Well, support is a area where price previously bounced multiple or at least one time. So for example, we had bounce from this price again at one time, then we bounce again and then we're going up. And then we broke the support and we keep going down, right? That's one example. Resistance, since this was a support, right? One time, two times, we broke it. Now we're supposed to bounce and keep going up, but it wasn't served as a support. Instead, we broke the support and we keep going down. Then we turn around on other support somewhere else, and then we're just going up. Now, which was previously support, now this support turns into resistance, right? Why? Because we bounced from the exact point as we previously served as a support. And then we came back and we're supposed to bounce again, but again, we broke that, which probably was like a fake out. And then we broke that again as this is supposed to be serving as a support and going up. And then what I'm waiting for now is to this, which was support previously, then it was resistance that's supposed to serve as resistance, broke it, came back, supposed to serve as a support, broke it again. But what I'm expecting now is to serve as a support If I go on a 4-hour chart, I just simply wait for the daily to come to this resistance and then bounce and continue down. Now, is support and resistance gonna work for you every single time? No, it doesn't. And there is a way how you can be sure, not really sure because nothing really sure in the trading, but at least be more convinced if the price is gonna go, if it's gonna bounce or not. For example, if I go on a 4-hour and let me go on maybe 1 hour. Let me go on 1 hour. Now, let's just say that the price came to daily resistance, which it did. Let's go here. So this is the price it came. Then if you go low time frames, it came to the resistance. You know, high, low. On a 1 hour, high, low, high. And then look what happened. We're supposed to come back to this serve as a support, which on daily doesn't look like it, it's just a wick. But on a 1 hour looks like we probably continue up, but it didn't. Instead, what we did, high, low, high, low, high. Look what we did, it broke this high or low. Let me zoom this in so you can see better. Instead, we broke this high, low. We broke this high or low. This is probably the simplest strategy. You don't have to do ICT, you don't have to do like an order block or fair value gap, whatever that is I'm hearing on the internet, or smart money manipulation and then manipulation there and then this and this. Just keep it simple. KISS, it's what it's called. Keep it simple. Just wait for the price on a daily to get to your resistance. Wait for the shift of structure on low time frames. Enter the trade. Target 1 to 2, 1 to 1, like we did here, like I will do here. Break here, boom, something like this. I will target. This will be like 1 to 1 because this was a support on 1 hour as well. But eventually we will get there. You can see we will get to 1 to 2 almost. And simple as that. Now, what I'm gonna do with my with this one, I'm gonna wait for this price, since this was a support. Sorry, this was a resistance, support, resistance. I'm gonna wait for this to be a resistance also, because we are still very much so bearish on the weekly. As you can see, we've been doing on the weekly high highs, high lows for very long time, since like, the fuck is this? This is like from 2022. We just been going up and up and up and up and up. And actually, we broke some here, but since then, since this will be, since here, since last year March, we had a high low, high. We broke the high low on the weekly, did nothing. We broke it again, make it high low, high, and then we did nothing. And then now we just finally broke this high low, this one, making this chart now bearish. If I go here, this was the high in this area, meaning basically it's nothing. It's just a market structure. It's not. There's nothing happening. There's no weekly or bearish. There's no bullish, bearish. The charts stay bearish, but they haven't changed bullish. A lot of people would say, "Oh, this is bullish now because the price keep going up." No, the chart is not bullish. It's still bearish. So actually, this should be like this. So in this area, in this box, whatever happens, it doesn't matter on weekly because it's still bearish. So I'm looking for sells, especially if the daily is now bearish as well, double indicate me that this price is gonna turn around and keep going down. So I'm gonna wait for the daily to get to this price, to this resistance, and I'm gonna sell. What I'm gonna be waiting for is, if I go on lower time frames, for the price to come all the way up here on the daily, 1 to 3.37. That's what I'm going to target. Now, is this going to happen exactly like that? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But this is exactly how I'm trading. This is how it got me funded. $350,000 in funding. That's simple as that. You don't need, again, you don't need any smart money. You don't need any ICT. You don't need any of that bullshit. Like just do super resistance. Keep your chart clean as it is right here, and just go by that. Why you want to complicate trading when it's already so hard to trade? If I come to this chart and I see only one box, which is resistance, for my mind is much more clear to see where the price or what I'm targeting for. Like, I know what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna be waiting for now. And while I'm waiting, and I get bored, I just trade futures because I don't really care. I just buy a 50K account for 60 bucks, 80 bucks, and I blow it, I'll make profits. It doesn't matter to me. Now, next trade is Euro NZD. Usually pairs moves very, very much so together. So GBP NZD, Euro NZD is pretty much the same. Again, you can see very, very clean resistance on the daily. You can see here. So I'm just gonna waiting for the price to get to this desired resistance, and I'm gonna sell. Euro AUD, same thing here, very, very clean, especially I believe it was on weekly. Yeah, this was a weekly. Resistance, 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 coming back for retest. If I go on the 4 hour, coming back for retest here, waiting for my shift of structure, and I'm gonna sell. Simple as that. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more nuance into it. It's not just black and white that you're just the price gonna come on the daily. To that, you're gonna wait for shift of structure and go for a candlestick, and you're just gonna enter, and then you're gonna win. It doesn't work like that. It comes with more experience, and the more you're gonna be staring at the chart, literally staring at the chart, the more you're gonna be winning. It took me 2 years to be a profitable trader, and I'm still not perfect. I'm not saying like I have Lambos and I'm making millions of dollars, because I don't. I'm just a simple Joe around the corner. I'm not so smart. I'm not stupid. I just want to make money on the markets and then get out and enjoy my day here in Philippines. That's all I want to do. Guys, if you wanna follow my trades in my Telegram group channel, the link is down below in the description. I'm gonna be also opening a school community where you're gonna be able to actually ask me questions, and I'm gonna be doing live streams when I'm doing the analysis every single Sunday or Mondays. And yeah, you're gonna be able to ask me questions right in real time. So if you're interested in something like that, click the link below. Join the group, Telegram, it's free. I don't charge people anything. And